Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Welcome to another a live Saturday Night Live. That was call it, right? Saturday Night Live, brothers and sisters of the money game. Welcome, IG. Welcome, Facebook. Welcome, YouTube. Welcome. We're happy to come to you live. We didn't come to you last Thursday. We had some other obligations. So last Thursday we missed, but we come to you every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday to talk about what? What are you talking about, Daryl? It's my first time here. Smooth sunshine. This is my first time here. Welcome. We talk about my book. There it is, The Money Game So Black People Can Win and Dominate by yours truly. Came out with that book last November, brothers and sisters, for my birthday anniversary. So we come up here on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, like I said, to share with you just some of the content that's there to inspire you to get the book. Because we so much we can say about money. I call it the money game, so black people can win and dominate, because that's really what it's about. If you're going to achieve anything great in life, especially here in America, it requires Honolulu, Hawaii. All right, it requires us to be good at the money game, and everybody plays the money game, brothers and sisters. Everybody by default. A homeless person plays the money game. All right. Person in the shelter plays the money game. Everybody plays the money game. So it's imperative, in order for us to win and dominate, we have to be conscious. We have to be aware. We have to be, attentive. We have to be intentional. We have to know exactly what we're doing and not just playing just to play. All right. So tonight we want to talk about, before we do that, on the bottom of your screen here, but on IG, you want to go to my website where I give you 2 free gifts. My way of saying thank you, my way of saying let's connect, my way of saying let's get to know each other, my way of saying let's do this, let's be about this life, right? Not just for yourself, but with a collective group of like-minded individuals, because that's how you start to play on a high level. Playing the money game to win and dominate, brothers and sisters, is a team sport. The bigger you want to win, the bigger you want to dominate, the bigger your team has to be. These are just basic realities that we have to understand. We have to be very clear in our understanding. We have to be very clear. We have to be clear with words, clear with ideas, clear with our goals, clear with our objectives, clear with our destination, where we want to go, specifically, where exactly do we want our future to look like? And that's far beyond cars and clothes. It includes it's an all-inclusive idea, all-inclusive concept to win and dominate at the money game. It's not just with snapshots, with sound bites or Instagram shots or anything like that. We have to understand it's a bigger, much bigger picture. If we look at that and be influenced by that and be motivated by that, then it's very shallow and we will not win, let alone dominate. Okay. So go to that website, themoneygamebook.com, themoneygamebook.com. I got 2 free gifts for you. One is an audio, the money game audio, give you an idea. What do I mean when I say the money game? And then the second one, we're going to have a private live Zoom. As soon as we exceed 100 subscribers to that website, themoneygamebook.com, then once we exceed 100, you're going to get an email. We're going to have a live Zoom with myself and you. We're going to talk about the book. You can come with questions. You can come asking me to expound, give some practical applications of these concepts and ideas in the book. All right. And we'll be able to take it and make it real, make these words come alive and make them become real in our lives, because that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. It's not about vanity. It's not about sounding good. It's not being deep. It's about getting results, making it real in our life, taking words and making it flesh, making it a reality that we want to create for ourselves. That's what you do when you win and dominate at anything. You have an ideal in your mind, you create it in your mind, and then you have tangibles that you can identify in your life over time. All right. So tonight we're going to be real quick. We only want to be about 10 minutes or so. We're already at, 6 minutes. we just want to talk about the book, a quick overview. Anytime you buy a book, brother and sister, you'll have the cover, of course, then you have the back. The back will have either endorsements, if you will, or to tell you something about the book. If it's a hardback book with a sleeve on it, on the inside here, it'll tell you about the book. But this is a paperback, so I give you some information, give you kind of like an idea of what the book is about. If I had to put it in a few paragraphs, if I had to put it on a page, just one page, this is what it is right here. All right, and then a little brief, once again, a brief bio of myself. So if someone picks up this book and say, well, let me just get an idea what this book's about. They'll look at the cover, look at the title, look at the picture, look at the title, look at the author, then look at the back. All right, read the back. Okay, all right, that's good. That looks good. And read it. Oh, this is what the book's about. Excuse me. They say, oh, wow, okay, I like it. I'm going to buy this book. I thought that would be very, very important, brother and sis, because the title will fool you, or you'll fool yourself. You'll read this title, say, oh, it's about money. I know about money. I make $250,000. I got a Rolls Royce. I got a Bentley. I got a whatever. I don't know. You know, I got those things. Man, I already know about crypto. I know about trading. I'm a trader. I already know about real estate. I already know about insurance. I'm in infinite banking, velocity banking. That's book for beginners. If anything like that remotely crosses your mind, you're going to be mistaken if that's what you think this book's about, right? It has just a little bit of that in there, just a little bit of that in there, because it is talking about money. So you have to talk about money, but it's way more than just money, brothers and sisters, way more than just money. I've learned over the past 44 years on this journey, and God has blessed me to get some insights. Not just insights, but be on the inside so I can see what's on the inside and how these boys play this thing to win and dominate. All right. And I bring that to our community, bring that to us. Like I heard Fawn Weaver say today, I was watching YouTube. She said, our Black people can't wait for 20 years for us to put our successes in a book like others do. Right. 20 years, put together, information, that they learned over the last 20 years. Now they write in the book. We don't have that kind of time, right? We got to share information, share nuggets in real time as we've learned those nuggets and have applied those nuggets and been successful in application. All right. So if you think this book just is about money and what investment he's going to talk about, the best investment, he's going to talk about budgeting, brothers and sisters, that's not, this book is way more than that. Why? Why is it way more than that? Right. Go to the website, themoneygamebook.com. Get your free gift, your audio. You get that downloadable instantly. And then once we exceed 100, you get an email. We'll have the Zoom. But I just want to cover real quick in about 10 minutes. Just kind of read some of it, because I can really remember the whole book is based on these 4 paragraphs, right? So I can spend a lot of time, but I just want to touch on it, not too fast. I'll come back later Tuesday, or even better yet, I'll maybe cover it on our show tomorrow. More about that later, right? But anyway, so let's look at it real quick, brother, because see, that's the challenge. When you buy things online, you lose the opportunity of touch and feel, right? When you don't go to the bookstore anymore to buy your books, you lose this opportunity right here to get a good feel, to do this before you buy it, right? To read the back of the cover. Sometimes you can read it online, but it's nothing like holding it in your hand. That makes everything real when you can touch it. All right. So let's just cover 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 paragraphs. We're going to cover a couple of them real quick because I can expound on them so deep, because that's how deep it is. It says here, the money game so Black people can win and dominate is intended, right there, tell you its intentions, is intended to be different from 99.9% of all other books about money. That's what's intention. My intention is with this book. It matters not who wrote it. They all have something missing that we need as Black people in order to win and dominate the money game. Right there, you're like, what do we need? No matter who wrote it, Daryl, 99.9%. Wow, man, these are some big claims here that you're talking about, that you're laying down the foundation to with this intention for this book for you, brothers and sisters. Right? How many books have you seen about money? It says here, so black people, I gotta be just black people. So black people can win and dominate. Who's bold enough to put that on titles? Paragraph number 2. All the information out there is written for the general public. In order to be able to apply the information, they assume you have a certain basic knowledge, understanding, and emotional aptitude about money. Let me say that again. Let me read that again. All the information that's out there is written for the general public. In order to be able to apply the information, they assume you have a certain basic about money, basic knowledge, understanding. Oh, I understand that. Yeah, that makes sense. And check this out, emotional aptitude about money. Ooh, now that's where we fall off. That emotional aptitude about money. Unfortunately, that is not the case when it comes to black people. As descendants of ex-slaves, talking straight now, we letting you know what we're talking about, who we're talking about. We need information that takes in consideration our historical experience in America with money. Takes in consideration. May not talk specifically about slavery, may not talk specifically about Jim Crow, may not, but takes that into consideration when talking about the money game. That's what my book does. All right. Now let's move on. This paragraph number 4. In order to take full advantage, not that we don't get some advantage from general information, but in order to take full advantage of money principles, strategies, and techniques, we must have requisite knowledge. Requisite knowledge is that knowledge that comes prior to general knowledge and takes in consideration our unique experience as black people in America. That's requisite knowledge, different from prerequisite. So you hear that, you say, does he mean prerequisite? No, requisite knowledge is different from prerequisite knowledge. All right. In the Nation of Islam, we call it the knowledge of self. That's what the requisite knowledge is. That's what you will find woven throughout this book, the knowledge of self. Once you have the knowledge of self, brothers and sisters, then we know what's in our best interest. We can conduct things in our best interest. We'll look at things from our best interests when we have the knowledge of self. And if we don't have the knowledge of self, then whose knowledge do we have? Of who are we looking? Whose best interests are we looking out for if we're not looking at it from our best interest, from the knowledge of self? All right. So it says here, let's look at like the Jewish people, we have to take our suffering and learn how to use it as a tool. This is powerful, to achieve financial empowerment for our people. Not for you, for our people, a collective, a group, many. Without that requisite knowledge, how can we know what's in our best interest? Without it, we have to rely on someone else telling us what's best for us. I'm not mentioning anything about getting out of debt. I'm not mentioning anything about the wealth gap. I'm not mentioning anything about inflation, which I do talk about a little inflation here. But the things that you would think would be in a money book come from a totally different angle. That's why it's not like 99.9% of any other book about money. But this is what we need, so black people can win and dominate. I'm very clear. You know, on the back, I make it even clearer for you. So if you don't understand the back of the book, of tell you the money game provides you with the specific Weatherquit knowledge that's required in order for black people to win and dominate in America at the money game. It takes one of us with the understanding of money from our perspective with our best interests in mind. That's me. That's this book, brothers and sisters. If you're black in America, you can't avoid it. If you're black in America, you're playing the money game, regardless of how you want to play it, if you want to play it or not, if you don't want to be rich, if you just want whatever your perspective, just want to be comfortable, it doesn't matter. You should get this book, brothers and sisters. It will not disappoint. It's not like any other book you bought about money. I guarantee you that. It's not like it. And just to give you another peep, I come on every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. To give you another peep, you go to that website, themoneygamebook.com, get that free audio to give you another peep. Give you another opportunity, and opportunity over opportunity, so you can wrap your mind about what we're talking about in this book, what we're talking about on these live stream, and what we're talking about on that audio. So go to themoneygamebook.com, get that audio. Tell your friends, tell your friends, tell your friends, tell your friends. We're not talking about money. What you talking about? Not that it's all in all and all in all, but what are you talking about? That has to be right there at the top. And so once we exceed 100 subscribers to that website, then you get an email on the day and time of the Zoom, the private, elusive, exclusive Zoom, so we can talk, brothers and sisters. This is the beginning of something bigger than the book. This is the beginning of a lot of programs, a lot of events, a lot of tools. We're going to do a lot of things. 99% of it's going to be in private, because that's where you win and dominate. You don't win and dominate in public. You win and dominate in the private, behind the scenes. And by the time the masses of the people find out about it, it's too late. That's how you play to win and dominate at the money game, brothers and sisters. So go to that website, get your audio, share your friends, so we get that up past 100. And we can have that live. I can't wait. Have that live, have some guests, have that live Zoom, so we can take this thing to the next level. Tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time on YouTube, Closing the Gap broadcast channel on YouTube. We have episode number 3 of the Money Game, so black people can win and dominate show, coming to you live with a special guest of mine, the Courage Coach. You don't want to miss it. The Courage Coach. I forgot the title of it, but it's going to be powerful, brothers and sisters. Everybody needs a coach. Everybody needs a coach. Kobe Bryant had a personal coach or trainer, personal, that he paid out of his pocket. Michael Jordan, personal, that he paid out of his pocket. Dwayne Wade, out of in this. I mean, I'm sure current ones do it now, because those that are at the highest level of their profession, they get personal and private coaches that they pay out of their pocket. They don't depend on what the team provides, because that's not good enough. They want to rise to higher heights. So tomorrow night on Closing the Gap broadcast network channel on YouTube, 6 p.m. tomorrow. Go to the website right now, subscribe, hit the notification button. If you're on my list, you're already getting emails as reminders, so you can be there, brothers and sisters. Come on, let's go. We got things to do and people to see. All right, as always, I see you at the top, not from the top, because you, your family, but most importantly, our black community deserves your very best.